Hey guys, what's up? It's Solo, and today we are going to be talking about this week's mission, which is, I believe, called Reconciliation, which is basically, it's the sequel and ending to Crow's, I guess, part of his story before they fully dive into his redemption arc. And what I'm talking about is, so last week we saw Crow basically get faced with the fact that Aldrin Zov, no matter what he does, will always be a part of him. And he didn't take it well. He started thinking that he was just going to become Aldrin Zov again. And that's not the point that we were supposed to be making, was that, oh, well, we need to cut off everything about this. It's, we need to accept that it happened and move on. And that's what Crow starts to do in this mission. When you catch up with him, he is, talking about the fact that Crow is learning new moves. Oldrinzov is talking about this, by the way. Crow is learning his moves, and Crow is just talking about Oldrinzov and the fact that Oldrinzov will not beat him this time around. And here is that clip right now.
Guardian, went smoother this time. He's picking up on some of my old tricks. Starting to aim like me. Using your tricks against you sounds good to me. A lot of attitude for somebody who broke down crying last time we were here. Will your aim stay steady when the Scorn call you father? If they attack me, if I have to. If? And that's the door. Keep up, Aldrin.
Okay, so now that you guys have watched that clip, I'm also going to give you another clip that's from the Callus robot that's a little bit further down from this clip. And that robot is basically just telling about how the darkness and the being a disciple is basically the be-all end-all, and that's what he's going towards. And the only reason we defy is because we are programmed to. And you'll see these every week. They keep moving. The last one before this was just in the beginning of the mission, and now this one's moved to the end of the corridor right after the last scene. So I'll play you guys that audio now. Okay, so you go through all this, all the talking, and Crow's feeling really confident, and then you get to the end fight, and in the end fight, Crow is very confident going in, and he is ready to finally face the fear that he's been running from this entire time, and that's that Aldrinzov will always be a part of him, but this time he's remembering that he can, in fact, accept that part of him and move on, letting it strengthen him for the fights to come. And that's what we see him do here. He goes through, and as you fight the fanatic again, you get rid of the fanatic, and instead of Crow crying out about how he wants to never be Oldrenzov again, he instead reaches out and touches Oldrenzov, making him basically a recovered trauma or healed trauma, and saying things along the lines of, you know, someone will always have my back. And Aldrin's like, who's that? And he says, you're gonna help me stay along my path. And this is Crow finally coming to the realization that he needs to be able to move on from who he was and what he did. And that's the whole point of this. And so I'll roll you guys this clip now.
I told myself a story about who you were. A villain strung together from whispers of the things you'd done. But you're right. I'm scared. I'm scared that our nature might make my friends dangerous to me, or me to them. We all have parts we wish weren't there, but acknowledging them can make us stronger. I'll always be balancing on the edge of something terrible. But now I have someone to pull me back. Who? You. I can learn from your mistakes. My triumphs, too. Yeah. You point out the pitfalls, I'll fill them in. We'll right your wrongs together. See you around. Guardian. Eris. I did it.
See, you are stronger than your doubts presumed. The Leviathan's connection to the pyramid frays. Our gamble is working, Guardians.
So yeah, that's the clip with Oldrenzov. Oldrenzov now chills out in the helm, and we are about to run into our next week, which is going to be pretty heartbreaking. It's going to be about Zavala and his wife. I suck at pronouncing her name, but we are getting more lore about it in the lore tab, and I feel like it's going to be very heartbreaking. I believe the lore tab is called Grief or Sorrow, one of the two. I think it's Grief. And, you know, I just want to see how Zavala is going to be holding with all this. But, yeah, that was the weekly story this time around. If you guys did enjoy this, like, little bit of just going through the story, hit the like button, comment down below. What did you guys enjoy? I enjoy that they're finally giving Crow his kind of redemption arc finally starting, and like he's picking up like the Hunter Vanguard stuff and everything else, and I'm just kind of genuinely happy for him. But anyway guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.